I make this speech from a colonized land. A land in which just yesterday had landmarks in each state covered in the Israeli flag. A land with a government who has decided to stand in solidarity with the oppressor. A government who has failed the Palestinian people and refused to stand for justice. Shame on the Australian government. I remind the Australian government and international community that violence begets violence. They must consider the context and the right of Palestinians to defend themselves. Day after day, without respite, the Palestinian people are killed and imprisoned. They are robbed of stability, peace and justice at the hands of the Israeli government. Context is important. Over 75 years of genocide, occupation and violence at the hands of the Israeli government. Over 75 years of loss and tragedy. Context is important. The people of Gaza live in the world's largest open-air prison, while the world remains still and silent. Again, I say context is important. Palestinian civilians are killed under siege and occupation, while the world remains still and silent. Context is important. 2023 has not even ended, and we have already seen the highest death toll of Palestinians since 2005. On a daily basis, Palestinians witness their loved ones being murdered at the hands of occupiers. International leadership and institutions have failed them. How long does the international community expect the Palestinian people to sit and wait? How many more lives do they expect them to lose? The international community has had every opportunity to act, but chooses to remain partial on the side of the oppressors. Palestinian defense becomes terrorism, while Israeli defense is a right. The blatant hypocrisy is both incredibly baffling and aggravating. Has history taught us nothing? The Jewish Voice for Peace rightfully explained this week that the root of violence is oppression. Context is important. The genocide, ongoing oppression of the last 75 years and the complicit international community's inaction are a cause of what we are seeing right now. Palestinians have a right to be free. Palestinians have a right to defend themselves. When we talk about the right to defend, we talk about the right of a people to protect and defend themselves against a Zionist regime who is publicly committing genocide on a daily basis. A regime who calls anyone who speaks out against its actions anti-Semitic. Being pro-Palestinian is not anti-Semitic. We must not let our objectives be tainted or branded as something they are not. End the genocide, end the apartheid, end the violence. How can we sit and talk about human rights being something that should be afforded to all, yet they are actively being denied to the Palestinian people? Those that fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. For all of us to be free, Palestine must be free. Free, free Palestine!